Well, we did talk right off the start here, Jim. I just want to get your thoughts on it before we move on to the next one here. But what are your thoughts on this MLB Home Run Derby X? Is there anything you like about it, dislike about it? How are you feeling about it?
I'm kind of I don't and I don't know, maybe this, I'm not sure what you guys were thinking. So I don't have a thought on it. And I think that might be part of the problem. And maybe I'm just missing it. And I totally could. There's a lot going on here. I got limited bandwidth, so I have not been able to add Home Run Derby X in. But all I got from it, the gist I got from it, was that it's Johnny Gomes, it's Adrian Gonzalez, it's Nick Swisher, it's a bunch of baseball players I haven't thought about in a really long time that are going to be trying to be hitting home runs, all around. And I don't, it just, I don't know. It doesn't get me excited. And you've got other participants too, I know, but I don't know who any of these people are either. Maybe I should, but I don't know who Ashton Lansdell is, or Alex Hughes, or Liv Cook. Again, maybe I should, but I just
general consensus on the panel before you joined us was that we're all kind of like a little bit confused by it, but we also think that like at least it's a sign baseball is willing to do something to stay alive, I guess is the best way to put it, right?
This is the trouble. So you really need to have somebody, if you're willing to do this stuff, you gotta. Why is WrestleMania so big? It's because Vince McMahon is behind it, and Vince McMahon shoots for the moon. Here with Home Run Derby X, it's probably a marketing department full of people, and it just, that's what it is. It's not, but there is not some big egotistic personality that is thinking about how everyone's going to judge them on what they do. So they got to go way beyond your expectations. So it is, like you said, it's on the right track, but I feel like it just kind of misses. I just feel like it kind of misses the mark.
I almost would have loved to have heard that marketing meeting where they're like, Nick Swisher's available.
Yeah.
Right. And then somebody should say, stop. Yes, exactly. We're done. Nick Swisher's okay, great. We're done. Let's table this and let's figure out a way to go to a new level here.
Interesting
baseball saved.
Interesting point though, the difference between baseball and wrestling, right? Like where you've got the one ego of Vince McMahon. I know he's got a team that helps him, right? But like ultimately it's his fragile ego that needs to be pleased. And when you do have like a big team mass, probably 200 plus people working on a project, there's almost no accountability when everybody is collectively hidden behind something. So
right.
I feel obligated to go the complete opposite route of WrestleMania because I stopped watching wrestling for the last 22 years because of Vince McMahon, because of all that entertainment shit. What got me back to wrestling was Kenny Omega, the greatest pro wrestler on the planet, Canadian, AEW. I'm a huge AEW mark. And what did they do? They put pro wrestling on the show for 90 minutes, 90 minutes of that show was pro wrestling. They don't try to bring in a bunch of other stuff and appease a bunch of other people.
Okay, but if we're doing a gimmicky like 4-team home run circuit where we're pairing up quote unquote legends with like social media people and a superstar female player and whatever. Like I know these are all villains.
And Nick Swisher.
And this is where like it goes off the rails for me, right? It's like give me Barry Bonds, give me A-Rod, give me Ken Griffey Jr., right?
Oh my God. Could you imagine? They would never do this. Could you imagine Sammy Sosa, Mark McGrath, take all the steroid guys from the 90s and do a home run derby today? Whatever you want. How much do you want? You want $10 million, Barry Bonds? Here's your money. Let's go.
Oh my God. We should just do this. Not even through the MLB. None of these guys, they're all banned from the MLB anyway.
Winner gets a Hall of Fame.
Winner gets into Hall of Fame. Yes. I love it.
We just solved it. We just solved it, guys. All right. Well, that's the episode.
We saved it.
That's the episode. Thanks for tuning in.
Living on a high.
We just saved baseball. All right. No, that's a lot of fun.
That's a great idea. Winner gets a Hall of Fame bus.
It's a home run legend, Nick Swisher, though. That's the only problem.
And the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah. All right.
How many home runs did Nick Swisher hit in his career? Does anybody even have a guess?
6.
I mean,
it's got to be under 200, right?
It's over. It is over. It's
Over
245. 245, and I probably would have guessed under 200 as well. But I just looking it up, it was 245, and I wouldn't have thought it was that high.
Interesting. All right.
Nick Swisher really sells tickets, right?
Man, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, though. That's a home run derby I'm tuning into for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, we're doing it.
Exactly.
Jose Canseco announces it, but he doesn't hit.
That would be great.
But he's the guy on the field talking to them.
Yes.
Canseco and Pete Rose are out there. Let's just get the whole villains, Suicide Squad
God.
style.
Yeah, this is Suicide Squad. I love it.
All right. Well, let's pivot from that now. We've got we covered the Reese McGuire news. Let's talk long shot predictions for the AL, the NL, and the Blue Jays. So